all pretty and stuff. How's everybody doing? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I saw somebody getting pulled over here to remind me the first time I got pulled over. Does everybody remember when y'all got pulled over the first time? How bad did it suck? Pretty bad? Yeah, I fucking loved the first time I got pulled over because I was with my mom and she's like, it's the first time I'm driving my truck, it's stick shift, so I'm still trying to learn it. The whole time my mom's like, Nico, you're driving too fast, Nico, you need to slow down. I'm like, Mom, I'm fine. The second I say that, a cop pulls me over, woo! Ah! Oh, come on. Anyways, the cop comes up to my window, he's like, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? She wins every time, and he's like, excuse me, nothing, never mind. And my mom's like, don't say anything stupid, Nico. I'm like, all right. She's like, well, sir, your passenger's not wearing her seatbelts. So I was like, come on, you're not getting out of this one. And every time my mom gets pulled over, she pretends she doesn't speak English. She's like, Nico, ¿qué está diciendo? I'm like, sir, she speaks perfect English, give me the ticket. Do not let them fool you. Oh, my mom, but sometimes she really tries to speak the language, but sometimes she messes up some phrases. Like my favorite one she messes up is like, she'll come up, she's like, Nico, don't worry, we'll jump off the bridge when we get to it. Wait, no, that's not right, Mom, that's not right. I come from a really big family. I have 6 sisters. Yeah, I know. Woo! And they're all older, and their names are Sassy, Grumpy, Slutty, Cranky, and Maria. One of them likes drawing on the eyebrows, and I was like giving her crap for it. So like for her birthday this last week, I gave her a dry erase board eraser. And she got really mad at me, but I couldn't tell because the eyebrows just stayed in one spot. I am so mad at you right now. I am so mad at you. Asshole. I love my sisters because they gave me like the coolest little people to hang out with, like my nephews and nieces. And every time I hang out with them, it's like a little extra shot of energy because, every time you see them, it's fascinating just how their minds put everything in the world together, but how they put it together, it also gets you in trouble. Like one time I'm at the grocery store, we're getting the suntan lotion for like the little guys, and I'm like, hey, we need to wear it because, you're already dark. If you get any darker, we won't be able to find you. So we're waiting in line and everything, and I'm reading Southern Cooking, or that's the magazine I put over the other one. And out of the corner of my eye, I see my little nephew, he's going up to this big black guy, like Terry Crews from the Old Spice commercials, 6'4", like 280 pounds, just pure muscle. He goes up to him, and I see this all in slow motion. He goes up to him, pulls on his shirt, and goes, how long were you out in the sun for? It's over, he's not yours, No, but like I said, it's great. It's great just like seeing them hang out with them, because then it reminds me of all the dumb stuff that you used to believe in. Like when I was little, I used to believe that in order to get a tan Mexican, you had to have a white parent and a black parent. I was going lightest, the darkest, mixed the ends, you get the Mexican in the middle. So, I always thought my dad wasn't really my dad, because I was like, he's supposed to be black. This doesn't make sense. So one day he's like yelling at me, he's like, why don't you listen to me? I'm like, because you're not my real father. He goes, what do you mean I'm not your real father? I'm like, because you're not black. The look on his face is like, get you out of the mud. That led to a very awkward conversation with my mom. I was like, where did that come from? Yeah. And then there's like the time like in the 4th grade, we started learning about like the legal immigrants through our history coming to America, and they're talking about, they get deported like you're from a different country. Well, I didn't make sense of it all, so I'm thinking, because I'm Mexican, we're all going to get deported. So I go home, I was like, Mommy, I hear that if you're Mexican, you're illegal. She goes, Nico, don't worry about that, you were born here. You're the first person in our family to be born in America. You have nothing to worry about. Me, your father, and all your other sisters, we have a little thing to worry about. As long as we work hard, we stay out of trouble, and nobody calls the INS on us, we're fine. And I was like, all right, that makes sense. Well, I go into my room, and I become the most evil little kid ever imagined. I'm sitting in my chair, and I'm like, I have all the power. I do not get deported. I don't know why I sound like this when I'm 7, but it works. It's like, I can deport him. The power has shifted in this family hold. Yeah. So of course my theory is proven wrong. a week later about my mom, of course. You know, my mom was like, Nico, I need you to go mow the lawn. I was like, I'm not doing it. Like, what do you mean you're not going to do it? I need to talk to you, Mom. See this phone number right here? E-N-A-S-A? A-N-S, for those who didn't get it. This number, I call it, you get deported. Okay, the look on her face, the dagger she was shooting through her eyes, I will never forget. I still have nightmares of it. Every time there's a thunderstorm, my right leg shakes in fear. I never got such a bad butt whooping in my life. It was terrible. And she proved me wrong. She was not going to get deported. She's like, Nico, you might deport me. I'll come back, I'll find you. I gave you life, I'll take it away. And I love my mom because she's like 4'11", but she's always driven these massive cars. Like she used to drive this Suburban with a lift on it. And like she always has to hop in the car. There's like an F-250 with a lift on it, like 4x4. And I was like, Mom, why do you want these big cars? And she goes, Nico, if I get in a car crash, I win.
That's so true.
How the drinks, how's everything going so far? Yeah. Any first dates or anything like here? Anybody with their couple significant other? Ow, wow. Angry person. No, I'm really bad at asking people out. Like one time there was this girl, you know, I thought she was really cute. And I was like, hey, I was wondering, you want to go out sometime? She goes, what are my options? I was like, yes or no? See or no? Now we know who's been drinking too much. Right. This is what we call white girl wasted. So anyways, we're having dinner, we're having a great time, we're joking back and forth. And out of the blue, you know, she goes, look, I'm having a great time, but I just want to let you know, I practice abstinence. And I was like, I totally respect that, but like in my crazy mind, I'm picturing how you practice abstinence. Like I'm trying to picture like a couple, like they're getting naked with each other, they're getting all hot and heavy, they're making out, and like right when you're about to do the whole thing, they're like, no. About bad in relationships, like the way I talk or whatever, like I'm too much of a smart ass. Like I used to date this girl, she was A-phonic, which means, you know, she couldn't talk, she was mute. And we always communicated silently, which was really cool at the beginning, but anytime we argued, just to piss me off, she like started going like crazy fast where I couldn't understand whatever she was saying. So finally, just to piss her off, I would cover my face whenever she would start doing it. She's like, She broke up with me soon after. Haven't heard from her since.
Hadn't heard from her since she was mute. Huh? She was mute. Yeah,
I hate arguing with women because they have our kryptonite, guys' kryptonite is like anytime a woman starts crying, the first thing any guy does is like, ah shit, what do I gotta do to fix it? You know what? Right, I don't care what you said, I'm gonna fix it. But I found a solution, guys. Y'all can use this. Next time your girl starts crying, look her straight in the eyes and go, baby, you look really fat when you cry. If you look closely right now, all the guys are looking at their girl like, can I laugh? Can I laugh? Can I laugh? We're good, we're good. Oh, he's so funny, you do that? Oh, we're really good balls up, I swear to God. Hey guys, that's all my time for tonight. I just want to say thank you.